Hello, and very happy to see you on our channel. Today we give you a piece of breaking news from a royal expert. Johnny Rotten has hit out at Harry and Meghan and claims Meghan not right for anyone. John Lydon, former Sex Pistols band member also known by his stage name Johnny Rotten, has hit out at Prince Harry and Meghan, dubbing the Duchess a narcissist and claims Harry seems depressed with their new life in the U.S. Sex Pistol band member John Lydon, or Johnny Rotten as he was formerly known, revealed what he thinks about Meghan Markle after she and Prince Harry split from the British royal family in March earlier this year, in a controversial decision that left the world reeling. Branding her a narcissist, Lydon added he didn't think Harry was all happy since their move to California. The royal pair have been at the center of many negative stories and opinions over the past few years, with the constant backlash and fury they received driving them to part ways with Harry's heritage. Since their departure from royal duties, Meghan and Harry have popped up in numerous video chats for good causes, and the former actress also made a surprise appearance in America's Got Talent finale. Now Lydon, whose home during the pandemic has also been California with his wife, aired his views on the Duchess of Sussex, and they weren't glowing. "I don't think she's the right person for anyone," he said of Meghan in a recent interview, when asked if Harry perhaps didn't marry the right woman. "She seems like a narcissist to me, and they've very destructive." The punk rocker also confessed he can't understand why they're still in the limelight after stepping down from their responsibilities. He said, "I don't get it at all. If they don't want to be part of the royal institution, then why don't they completely give up their titles and get a council flat and a job?" Making guest appearances on trashy TV shows and expounding their virtuous opinions, there's nothing virtuous in it at all. He added, "They've decided not to do something, so why don't they move on and leave it alone?" On Harry, Lydon believes he seems depressed with his new lifestyle away from his family. "It's a shame about Harry. He didn't have to go that way," the no-feelings singer admitted. "He had the promise of being quite a hearty fella, but I've seen a few interviews and he seems really depressed, not at all happy in whatever it is he's got himself into." One of Duke and Duchess' biggest critics, however, has been Piers Morgan, the Good Morning Britain host. Like Lydon, hasn't been shy when it comes to speaking his mind on the royal debacle, and recently launched yet another scathing rant comparing them to Prince William and Kate. Speaking to express.co.uk, he said, "I think the way the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge have conducted themselves during the pandemic has been starkly at odds with the Sussexes, and to their great credit. They understand what to do. I thought Harry understood that, but he has got no interest in duty. He has been completely bamboozled in a way that we saw the last time American lady entered the royal family." Piers was disgusted to hear that Harry had claimed that the UK's coronavirus crisis was not as bad as it was being made out to be while speaking on a podcast back in April. Even more disgracefully, Prince Harry accused the British media of exaggerating the scale of this coronavirus crisis. Piers continued, "How the hell does he know how bad it is from his Hollywood hideaway? Did he call his father Prince Charles, who has been suffering from the virus many thousands of miles away?" Recently, Prince Harry warning, Duke told to face consequences of U.S. move as William takes titles. Prince Harry has been told to face the consequences after losing his military roles to another member of the royal family. He was stripped of his military titles after he stepped down as a senior working royal to move to Los Angeles with his wife, Meghan Markle. The Duke of Sussex held the titles Captain General of the Royal Marines, Honorary Air Force Commandant of the Royal Air Force Base Honington, and Honorary Commodore-in-Chief of the Royal Naval Command's Small Ships and Diving. A royal expert has since said Prince William is likely to receive the titles. Speaking to Express.co.uk, Ms. Koenig said, "He already knew that he was going to lose the position with the Marines. He's not being stripped of his ranks, just his military assignments. His living in the U.S., they need someone who is in the United Kingdom to represent and take part in the formal events when needed." There was a rumor that it was going to Princess Anne, but it's going to be Prince William. They're going to put second in line to the throne, which is ceremonial. He made a decision. There are consequences. You can't have your cake and eat it too. You choose to leave, and therefore there are certain things you will no longer have access to. According to the book Finding Freedom by Omid Scobie and Carolyn Duran, Harry was devastated by the loss of the roles. Mr. Scobie and Mr. Duran write, Harry's lifelong commitment to the military was why the Mountbatten Festival of Music 3 days later was a particularly different moment. He was set to wear his Captain General of the Royal Marines uniform for the very last time. During a conversation backstage on arrival, Harry told Major General Matthew Holmes, "I'm devastated that I am having to step down. It was so unnecessary." Meghan later told a friend of the decision to strip Harry of his military honors. Some members of the public have called for Prince Harry to be stripped of his ducal title, but expert Ms. Koenig pointed out the Duke may automatically no longer be known as the Duke of Sussex if he chose to apply for his U.S. citizenship. Speaking to Express.co.uk, Ms. Koenig said, "He would literally have to give it up, even though there is no law preventing him from still being called Prince Harry. But when you become a U.S. citizen, you have to renounce any titles or allegiance." But, for example, there are two Americans who are peers. One is the Earl of Wharncliffe, and I'm sure he doesn't use his title in everyday life, but I'm sure there's nothing stopping him from using it. And there are at least two Americans who have inherited a baronetancy. You might not put that on your business card if you're a carpenter, but it's not against the law. U.S. Constitution Article 1, Clause 8 states, "No title of nobility shall be granted by the United States, and no person holding any office of profit or trust under them shall without the consent of the Congress accept of any present, emolument, office, or title of any kind whatever, from any king, prince, or foreign state." Skip on this news, we continue with another news from OK Magazine. Today, Meghan Markle hints at being pregnant with royal baby number 2 after making this unexpected move. Could it that Meghan Markle is pregnant with royal baby number 2 after scoring a win? It was recently announced that Prince Harry's wife and her impressive legal team convinced the High Court of England and Wales handling her high-profile case against UK's Mail on Sunday, an Associated Newspapers group, to push back the trial by 9 months. The Duchess of Sussex was supposed to go face-to-face with her father, Thomas Markle, in the trial of the century, scheduled to begin on January 11, 2021. However, the judge handling the case approved Meghan's motion to postpone the trial, citing the decision to protect the confidentiality of the information relied on. According to Judge Mr. Justice Warby, the trial has been moved to October 15, 2021. Judge Mr. Justice Warby explained, "My conclusion is that the right decision in all the circumstances is to grant the application. The Dutch's legal team happily celebrated the decision by sharing the statement via L. We do not believe that the defense's case has a chance of succeeding and do not believe there is a compelling reason for trial. We are confident in our case and therefore believe it should be determined on a summary basis and will make that case at the hearing in January. The fact that the court case was delayed by 9 months has fans and foes saying that she is pregnant and does not want to travel during the COVID-19 pandemic. If Meghan is indeed expecting, she does not want to be going through a stressful trial that will fascinate the world. A critic had this remark about the story. I thought Meghan was a feminist. Can't she be pregnant if that is the reason for the delay and argue the court case she initiated? Is she that fragile? Really? Whatever the reason, this only reinforces what a manipulative sneak she really is. How on earth did she pull this off? I thought judges were tougher than this. She prosecuted for the case, and now it looks like she's going to lose. She plays the victim card again. How about you? What do you think of Johnny Rotten has hit out at Harry and Meghan and claims Meghan not right for anyone? Please let us know in the comments section below and discuss them together. And as always, come back to our channel for all the latest news on royal family, Meghan and Harry right here. Thanks for watching and see you next video. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Goodbye.